Happy Saturday and welcome to the Ramashram Satsang Weekend Workshop, where you will learn a modern satsang method for obtaining peace, light, and love in your life. My name is Shivangi and I will be introducing the facilitator for today's event. But first, I would like to give you a brief overview to this satsang session. If you direct your attention to the screen, you will see that the first element is satsang. Satsang is a scientific method whereby we may obtain peace, light, and love in our lives. It requires no physical skill, spiritual accomplishment, or meditation experience to begin this practice. Satsang consists of two words, Sat and Sang. Sat means positive energy, and Sang means to be with or to be in the presence of. Therefore, the word satsang means to be in the presence of positive energy. The next element is meditation. Meditation is an important part of satsang. When we meditate, our consciousness is drawn from worldly objects and directed inward to focus on a single thought. In doing so, our minds become calm and our thoughts become pure, leading us to higher states of consciousness such as enlightenment, peace, light, and love. Inner orientation. There are two types of satsangs, inner satsang and outer satsang. An example of outer satsang would be chanting or attending pilgrimages. When we practice outer satsang, we have the potential to change our behavior. But it is only through the practice of inner satsang can we obtain higher states of consciousness such as enlightenment, peace, light, and love. This is the type of satsang we will learn today, where we meditate in silence. Group sessions. These weekend workshops are structured for group participation. When we meditate as a group, our focus is improved and our personal progress along our spiritual path is expedited. By regularly attending these weekend workshops, the benefits of group participation are amplified. Joy and inner happiness. All beings wish to experience joy. Joy is the eternal longing of the soul. But it is only through the practice of inner satsang can we obtain a joyous state. Each time we practice satsang, our inner happiness gradually increases, ultimately culminating in a state of joy that we experience 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Next, the agenda for today's session consists of three parts: the informative session, the practice session, and the interactive session. During the informative session, a lecture will be given about a satsang topic, our founder, or some relevant spiritual topic. During the practice session, instructions on how to meditate will be given, followed by a period of practice. During the interactive session, you will have the opportunity to ask questions or there will be a panel discussion. And now, I would like to introduce the facilitator for today's event. He has over 40 years of satsang experience. He is the grandson of Guru Maharaj, the founder of Ramashram Satsang Mathura. He was born into a satsang family where he has witnessed his family members obtaining states of enlightenment and live lives of peace, light, and love. At an early age, he began traveling with the mission throughout India, facilitating satsangs. During that time, he witnessed the positive effects that satsang could have on mankind. Upon arriving in the United States, both he and his wife continued to facilitate satsangs for local satsangis. He has led teams of satsang members in translating important satsang literature into English and has worked tirelessly to make satsang more accessible to Western and English speaking audiences. He currently travels throughout the United States, India, and England, facilitating satsangs while maintaining his duties as a husband, a father, and an IT executive. Today, he will teach us a rare and ancient form of satsang as taught by our Guru Maharaj. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Sanjeev Kumarji.
So hello everyone. So talking about travels, I'm actually traveling through India right now. One of our community members from London is getting married here, and I've joined that session, and I thought I'll take a little bit of a break and join this session here with you all. So, yeah, and the latest post that I posted on Substack was living on higher ground. So every spiritual practice offers us a choice to live. Either we just continue on a horizontal slope, from past becomes present, becomes future, or we decide to go higher, right? So most of our days are spent horizontally, chasing progress, managing tasks, collecting experiences. But inner evolution is not measured by miles or milestones. It's measured by altitude. So by how much closer we have come to peace, wisdom, and this selfless and, spiritual, pure love, unconditional love. So to live on higher ground is to live with perspective, to rise above reactivity and inhabit more luminous state of being. So essentially, in this book, Power of Progress, what I got was that, when you want to go higher, it takes effort. Otherwise, you keep rolling in time. And that concept itself is very telling. We all talk about, like going up the ladder, right? I am in the pits. So this whole concept of vertical ascent, vertical movement, is of consequence. So in satsang, this symbolizes through 5 realms, right? And we have talked about that in the past. So body, breath, mind, brain, and then ego each representing a higher altitude of awareness, leading us from survival to transcendence. So, so this article, when I was writing, I remembered another very interesting thing. So in Art of War, one of the concepts Sun Tzu talks about is the one who takes the high and sunny position can fight to the advantage. So if you are on a higher ground, you have an advantage. And basically, he even says that do not fight from the lower, if you are on the lower end, don't fight, because that you will be at a disadvantage. But what do we do? So higher ground gives us the strategic advantage of serenity. It doesn't mean avoiding life. It means engaging life from a higher plane of understanding. So, and the article goes on, but what I wanted was just remind all of us that, hey, it is all about rising above the minutia and going to a higher plane, higher awareness, higher consciousness. Feels like we're talking about some, foreign concept, but essentially it is where we have clarity in thinking, and that should lead to better action, better decisions, and so on and so forth. So it's a very practical, very important aspect that we ought to bring in. And what I was reading recently is that it's all about coming out of the comfort zone. If we get stuck in the rut, there is no vertical growth. So in some ways, rising to the higher ground takes effort, and that's why, it's something that we need to decide and something that we need to work on. So on that note, we can talk about this after the meditation. Let's get into it. So again, so it's all about, looking inwards, and for that, eyes lightly closed, and still and relaxed posture, because every time your body moves, your mind moves with it. So eyes lightly closed, still and relaxed posture. Make sure there is no strain in the body. And then you feel this presence of this transcendental energy in the form of light. This light is coming into your heart, enlightening it, and then distributing throughout your body. And you are becoming the light. So feeling the presence, that there is this transcendental energy right here, right now, in front of us, and that energy in form of light is entering our heart, filling our heart with this amazingly uplifting and positive light. And then it's distributing throughout our body, and we are becoming completely and totally immersed in it. So we'll start with music that helps concentration, and then we go deep into silent meditation on this transcendental light. And then we'll transition out with music again. Let's start now.
Hello, everyone. I'm not sure if Sanjeev can say goodbye, but he's just asked me to carry this section of our talking and just for me to see how you've all done today. So, hi, I'm Christy, if you don't know me already. I've been part of Satsang for around a year now. Time has gone so fast, and it's been a really wonderful, magical journey for me. And I am starting my one-on-one training with Sanjeev G, and it's been going really, really well. We're doing the coaching, which is on the website, if anyone would like to look into it or have a session. And I was just wondering if anyone would like to talk to me and share their experience of what they went through in the meditation today. Anyone? Oh, come on, guys. Don't do this to me. Paula, please. I know you like to speak as well. Anyone? Okay. You're all shy. I'll do the talking because I can talk for days. Just going back to the topic that Sanjeev was speaking about, the horizontal and the vertical climb. And in case anyone didn't quite understand the concept of it, if you think of the horizontal is the path that we're just going straight on within our lives, and we're just plowing through the days, we're getting caught up with all of the external noise that's going on around us. We're struggling with problems. We're not spending enough time connecting to ourselves spiritually, and we're not relaxing and pausing and being still enough. And that's so important right now. The world is very, very noisy. I'm sure you're all very aware. There's a lot going on. And for us to be still and connected to the light is one of the most important ways that we can get through all of the problems that we go through. To be vertical, to start going up and ascending, I'm sure you probably all know, but it's by stillness, by breath, by taking in the divine light, by being compassionate and understanding, and not just with others, but with ourselves as well. It's very easy to be quite unkind with ourselves, especially when we're going through a lot of worries, family problems, work problems. So I was just wondering if anyone has been experiencing just kind of being stuck on our vertical journey. Has anyone got anything they'd like to share? Because I know that I've been very up and down. I feel like I've climbed up and ascended really far, and then something major will happen. And if I've not been practicing my spirituality, I do find that I start to come back down again and get caught up in all the noise. Has anyone else experienced that recently? Hi, Ajita. Thank you. How are you?
Hi, all good. Thank you, Christy. Thank you. I could actually comment on that and say that lately I felt that I've been like really busy with work and like taking care of kids that I don't always get the time to meditate in the morning and the evening. So that kind of does sort of take a toll on how I feel emotionally. But lately I've experienced that, even when I'm not able to meditate in the morning and the evenings, I just still could feel connected to the light, like through these weekly sessions.
Exactly. It's so
Perhaps. Yeah.
important, isn't it? Just
Yes.
that if we can come and join in our satsang and just take this time for ourselves.
Mm.
But it's really good that you can still feel connected during the week as well. And have you been feeling tired by being so busy?
Yes, absolutely. I would actually, yes, feel tired,
Yeah.
and sometimes I find myself like, I mean, I'm not able to articulate what I want to say. I have so many things in my mind that I want to put out, but just because my mind is so busy thinking about so much, perhaps it's very hard to like put things out properly as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling like that, I would just suggest that you do take moments in the day to just stop. Even if you're about to do the dishes or start cooking, just stop for a moment, pause, breathe. Breathe in the nose slowly, bring that air all the way down and breathe in the light. Because if we take moments in the day to do this, you will find that that tiredness will start to reduce because we're being the light, we're embodying the light, and that will just help us ascend and ascend. Because if you do carry on, and if any of us carry on this busy, 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 and feeling tired and drained, we're not going to be moving up. we will just be stuck.
Mm.
So it is so important to just pause. And in the car, if anyone drives, just before you set off, chill, breathe, and just like take a few moments to gather your thoughts before you go onto the roads, because you can't, be sure that other people will be in that frame of mind. So you just keep your safety, keep being the light, be protected. It's just so easy to be running in our thoughts and just driving automatically as well. And that just creates danger. So we just need to start being more aware and connected in everything we do, not just like the moments where we do this. And then the minute we come off of this call and this workshop, we're back into the busyness again. It's Saturday. It's going to happen, I know, but just maybe later on, give it 2 hours, stop and pause again, everyone, please. Just start to take those moments and just fill yourself with light, because it will start to help you and comfort you as well, especially now it's getting darker. It's so, it's affecting so many people. Thank you, Adita. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
This is such a fantastic tip, and I will try this definitely. I love your
Oh,
tips and tricks, by the way.
thank you so much.
Just try
Thanks
this
for
as
coming
well.
on and talking, so I wasn't just talking to myself.
Thank you.
And everyone, I didn't even get to say that I've been a meditation teacher for about 20 years. So I have practiced and trained, and I'm so fortunate to have meditated in Bali and Thailand and many countries, but not India, which has always been on my list. So one day I'm hoping to go with Sanjeev ji and Parul and hopefully meet many people out there. So that's on my bucket list for sure. But yeah, I've been practicing my spirituality for a really long time. And so I don't want you to think I'm just coming on and making things up. I promise this is from experience and also from my one-on-one sessions with Sanjeev ji, which have just been so informative. And we're starting to work together now. So hopefully I'll be able to offer some coaching on the website eventually, if any of you would like to connect with me. But I'm always on the website and the app, so come and join me. I often talk to myself on there, just like I'm doing here. Is there anything else anyone else would like to share?
Hi, Christy. This is Shivangi.
Hello, Shivangi. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Doing well.
Good, I'm glad. How's
Yeah.
everything?
Yeah. Lately, I've been very distracted. Um,
Mm,
Everything going on at work or, personal life. I think that's what I keep seeing in my meditations. The constantly, like Sanjeev ji talks about being in this state where you're sitting down to meditate, you're trying to focus on the light, but everything all around you just keeps coming back to you, and that those thoughts like run like a movie in your
yeah,
brain.
that
Um,
monkey mind, isn't it?
oh yeah, oh yeah. But I'm just glad that I'm, often able to come and attend this Saturday session. I'm not very regular now, but I really
That's
try
okay.
and just come and sit with the group.
Of course, but it's like what I was just saying, that even if you can't make the sessions and you can't take 20 minutes of the day, you can still connect to the light
Hmm.
at the start of anything you're doing. Even if you're vacuuming, you can
Yeah.
breathe in the light and just embody it. It can
Hmm.
be absolutely any normal activity that we do in the day that we can do that. So don't think that you have to just sit down and be still. We can start to think out of the box now, because it's
Hmm.
proven that we can breathe and relax ourselves. Yes, that's a scientific thing, but to also embody the light, connect spiritually, and start to take our thoughts upwards and not with what's earthbound, if that makes sense. And the thoughts, the thing you're saying about all the thoughts coming in when you're meditating, sometimes it is very hard to just let the thoughts go and to just notice them and let them go. There are some tips that I will just say to beginners, and I'm not sure how much it is with what we're doing here, but as a tip, I'm just going to say to you, you can either imagine it in a cloud, watch it like it's a movie for just a few moments, and then say, I'm going to switch it off now. Use your remote control inside and switch it off. and see how that works. And you can fast forward if you feel like there's lots of clips that want to come into your head. What am I going to cook? We've got 10 people coming round tomorrow. We've got a wedding next week. Oh, what should I wear? You know, all those thoughts that just don't need to be there right now. Fast forward them.
You're right.
And I know that I know that sounds silly, but it's absolutely worth just giving it a go if you can't just let them go and then they stay away.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. Sometimes, like today, for instance, like sometimes you realize that it's happening, and then for quickly I try to like, oh, I'm sitting in meditation. Why am I lost in this like train of thoughts? But today, like from the time the music started till the time music ended, I'm only realizing now that I didn't even have a moment there to think that, oh, I'm sitting in, I was so engrossed in my thoughts.
Good.
I didn't even
Oh, in your
realize
thoughts.
that I
Oh
was.
no. Oh,
So
bless
that's how
you.
distracted I am these days. Um,
Yeah. I
it's,
mean, the positive we can take from that is you were still, weren't
mm-hmm,
you? You were in one position, you had your body still in one place, and you weren't moving around. So you were still having some kind of a meditation.
mm-hmm,
You know, you had
yeah.
your eyes closed. So even though your thoughts were rushing past, you were still giving yourself a moment. So don't be too frustrated.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not frustrated. I'm sharing that there have been times when I look at Sanjeev ji and I listen to like what Parul has to say, and I'll be able to like quickly bring myself, like sync myself with the light and all of that.
Yeah.
But there's this, I'm amused at like how, every session is different, and like sometimes and Sanjeev ji also talks about transition in and transition out.
Yeah.
And I think that has such a huge role because like I literally sat down at 10 o'clock and like I was busy with my daughter. So like I didn't give myself enough time to like really ground myself and get into
Mm.
the zone. And
Yeah.
that carries over. He's so right about giving yourself time to like calm down, and that's why, and today I guess he didn't speak for long. Usually we have Parul or him back and forth.
Yeah.
So we gave ourselves 10 minutes to just really listen to them and like bring ourselves to this moment and in this session. I think today I didn't have that. So I
No.
just like there was no transitioning in.
No, I know it was difficult today, obviously because he's traveling. So
Yeah.
hopefully I can maybe, if this is another situation, I'm not sure how long they're out there, but I can maybe do the talking in the beginning and just
Yeah.
start guiding us.
Mhm.
And I just hope that I can be a bit more helpful. And I've just got a little task for you, just while you're saying that you weren't able to just fully meditate today. Maybe before bed, take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just 10 minutes. I don't know if you've got some meditation music on your phone or something,
Hmm.
YouTube or anything like that. Just find some relaxing music, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths in the nose and out the mouth really slowly, and then start to imagine the light
Yeah.
and just give yourself some time to melt away.
Yeah.
And try the fast forwarding thing with your thoughts.
Hmm.
But what really helps if you cannot stop the thoughts at all is to say the word breath or light
Hmm.
over and over and focus on your stomach moving in and out with your breath because
Hmm.
that just focuses your mind on that one thing.
Right. Right. No, you're right. All great suggestions. Yeah, but since you asked how was today, so I was like,
Yeah.
today was especially different.
No,
I don't
some
know
days
what
are
others
more
felt. Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I hope that some of those tips work.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
I just say to anyone, if you find one session particularly difficult, just take a few moments in the day and try at bedtime or when the house has gone quiet and everyone's gone to bed. Give
Mhm.
yourself some time and just breathe.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks,
Just breathe.
Christy.
You're welcome. Bye.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yes, Christine, I would like to say, or I would like to ask you, I think these sessions are great and I find myself so much more at peace than I ever was before, but I wonder how you relate to other people, close people in your life, people you live with every day, who are not participating in this, nor have any desire to participate in this. And they are not in the same state that we are, where I find myself very peaceful, very calm, and they're very negative, and I don't know how you are supposed to interact with people who are not at the same place you are. Certainly, I'm nowhere near where I should be in terms of meditation, but how do you deal with the negativity of other people who have not tried, at least, to find this level of peace and calmness?
Yeah, it's really difficult, but the best way is for you to be the calm presence in the household or wherever you are. Be that person who is centered and grounded, who they can start to feel, I guess, your aura, start to feel that calmness and that quietness within you. And when you speak to them, if they are all over the place or if they're shouting or stressed, you just stay calm. Don't raise your voice. Try to act with compassion so that they start to see that this is your way of responding back to them or communicating with them. Speak not slowly, but kind of in, a medium pace so that they can not be fast and they might actually slow down. You can find often that in households when you're living with people, you pick up each other's energies. Have you found that, Paula?
Absolutely. And my
Yeah.
son, which I've spoken about many times, who sees a therapist once a week, we've been discussing this, and much of what he has said is very similar to what you're saying now, that when there's chaos, you need to bring calm to the chaos, not bring chaos to the chaos. So I have signs up in my house that say things like "be still and know," and I find it very difficult when you have someone who's very negative and is not at the same
hard.
place you are.
Yeah, no, it's hard. The signs probably won't work because if someone isn't wanting to be like that, they're not going to just notice a sign. People have to want to change. Like people have to notice that they need to change. Just telling them isn't going to help. So all you can do is be the example and lead the way and let them mirror your energy. That's literally all you can do. And the way that you respond to them is so important. So important. You have to be the light in the household.
Okay. Thank you. I
Just
appreciate
keep going, keep your energy as calm and centered as you can. And by doing that, you have to practice self-care and self-love, rest as well. You have to look after yourself.
Thank you, Christine.
You're welcome. It's nice to speak to you.
Same.
Sorry, I was going to say, how are we doing for time? I don't want to run over.
I
One?
think we're good.
Yeah,
I
are
think
we
we're
good?
good. We can close the session now. Yeah.
Okay, everyone, thank you for speaking to me, those who have. I ask you all to spend this week noticing the moments that you can pause in, notice when you can take breaths, notice when you can embody the light, and always make time for yourself because it's very important on your journey, especially spiritually. Because if we just keep going and going through our everyday lives without progressing, we're going to be stuck. So in those moments of calm is when we can start to ascend. Okay, so have a wonderful week, have a blessed week. And when you're talking to someone, any guest, or if you go out, ask them how their day's been, ask them what's been positive in the week, and start your conversations in a positive way. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.